Yes! Baby, yeah! Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this Sunday afternoon. Back again with another video right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. YouTube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in the description box in my pants. And subscribe to this channel and my other 4 channels, which are down there, you know where. And friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's your own bitch. But don't forget to turn on all notifications so you never ever, ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. I'm gonna trim my hair a little bit, so. You know, the missus did a little trim job. Not the greatest, but, you know. Eventually I'm gonna get the entire thing cut off. Like, the back part is gonna be short and a little bit more short on here by the time I go on vacation. Probably in another month or so. But we'll see what happens with that. So, like the video, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on notifications so YouTube can somehow send my videos out to you, or unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell again, turn on notifications again. Then you'll hopefully get my my videos on time and not 6 years later. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Excuse me. Alright, on this pretty chilly, sunny, nice Sunday afternoon, February the 20th, 2022, we're ending President's Weekend, I should say. We got President's Day tomorrow. Most of you are off of work and school all week. You know, school's off for a week. So all the brats will be home doing nothing. But it is what it is. People got off work tomorrow. Some people do got to go to work. You know, that they have a regular, you know, not a regular job, but if they have a side job or they have anything else, you know, their own business and stuff like that. Then, you know, you go in for a couple of hours, make your money, and then go home. Arizona. So we got that. So, yeah, I'm off for my regular job tomorrow, but I gotta help my dad out with some stuff, some errands, and some other stuff I gotta do tomorrow. So, be out some of the day on tomorrow. And then I'm gonna come home and then be with the missus, of course. Of course, she's got a dentist appointment tomorrow. While I'm helping my dad. So, but you know, she'll be out. Both of us will be out tomorrow, and then we're gonna come home and get the business done. Of course, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Tomorrow night, then we watch Monday Night. Monday Night Snore. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the USA Network. Not Sci-Fi this week. No more Sci-Fi for a while. We'll see. But we got all that. So that's it. But anyway, I hope you had a great Sunday, a great weekend. And if not, well, fuck you. I had a pretty decent weekend. Just tired today. You know, went out for a little walk a couple hours ago. It wasn't too cold. It's 34 degrees now. It's sunny. Very nice day. You know, very nice late winter day. You know, still in winter. We got another couple weeks to go before actual spring, but probably by beginning or middle of April, it'll feel like spring, like 60, 70 degree weather. But you never know. But we'll see what happens with that. It's supposed to be 61 by Wednesday, and then drop again. We might get more snow this weekend. Next weekend, I should say. But same old shit. That's why I'm so fucked up right now. But it is what it is. Anyway, thank you all for watching here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. If you don't know who I am, you know who I am. Mr. Peter Gilmore, your tribal god of extreme, the YWC Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, that I will never give up, because I never lost. I'm undefeated, no matter what you motherfuckers say. Just took care of 3 motherfuckers this weekend, but it is what it is. You can check that out on my rant channel, my last video they did last night, destroying another fat fuck. But it is what it is. Anyway, as the title below says, I want to talk a little bit, got a couple of news stories that I want to talk about. I may do a live stream later tonight, probably like maybe 9, 10 o'clock, depending how I feel, because I'm kind of tired right now. So I'm gonna have a late lunch, and then might take a quick nap till about 8 o'clock, and then maybe 8, 9 o'clock. I know J-Man's doing Extreme at 8, chilling with Jordy at 8, so I might join the chat at 8, and then when that's done, I'll probably go live myself with a couple of my friends, and in the chat, of course. I don't do StreamYard that much anymore. Something's wrong when I go on StreamYard. like it's like really slow, and then I lose connection. Sometimes I go on panels with Chase, or I go on panels with some other people. They can't hear me at times. It's delayed. I can't really fix that until, I'm trying to fix it as best I can, but it is what it is. But anyway, eventually I might go back to StreamYarding, but just do maybe a test run. Not tonight, maybe next, or maybe this coming week, maybe Thursday, I'll do like a random, absolute Thursday stream, just randomly talking about stuff. Maybe having a couple people on the panel, but we'll see how I feel about that. Just a test to see if I can still use StreamYard, or I can just do YouTube Live, which I think is better. But I know I can't have anybody on the panel, of course, because it's YouTube Live. So it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, I want to talk about a couple of things, coming out of the Elimination Chamber yesterday. Check out my review a video or so ago. So check that out, the review. I had a pretty good time. I had a lot of laughs. And that's pretty much it. So coming out of the Elimination Chamber now, we saw at the Chamber event, which sucked, by the way. We had a couple of injuries to report. One of them was Madcap Moss, or Riddick Moss for you dumb people who don't know who he is. Now, in this match with Drew McIntyre, there was a point in the match where Drew McIntyre was going for a reverse Alabama slam, and Moss came down on top of his head, and like his neck, I thought he had a broken neck. So Drew rolled him out of the ring to get some more time to kind of recover from this horrific spot. And somehow he finished the match. And then he was taken to the back. And really reports were coming in that he might have suffered a stinger. But it looked very bad from, looking at it live on pay-per-view, or if you do follow me from Saudi Arabia, but there are people that watch me from Saudi Arabia. So, but looking at it live on pay-per-view, I thought he broke his neck. I thought he was done. I was like, his wrestling career is over. But the doctors looked at him. He finished the match. So big props to Madcap Moss. But I think he's gonna be out for a little bit. Because they want to be safe and everything with Moss. So, but I think they said he suffered a stinger. He still had feeling in his body. He didn't lose any, feeling in his hands or legs or anything. He finished the match, so maybe it was just a stinger, but it could have been a lot worse. So I think Moss is going to take maybe a couple weeks off just to heal up. And hopefully learn how to take an Alabama slam correctly, but not his fault, but, things happen, you land on your head, you land on your neck, You land on it the wrong way, you have a broken neck, and you can't feel anything from your fucking head down. So I mean, I was watching Adam Cole, baby, against Preston, and on Rampage, and Preston suplexed Adam Cole, and Adam Cole landed on his fucking neck. I was like, oh no. It's like there goes the world title match, but, you know, Cole got right back up, finished the match. Felt like nothing happened. So, I mean, sometimes when you see somebody take a T-bone Tazplex, or, you know, even a German suplex or a dragon suplex, you know, sometimes they don't land correctly. You know, take Sabu for example. You know, the first time he broke his neck, Chris Benoit broke his neck, and like he grabbed him by his leg and flipped him up, and then he was supposed to land on his back, but he landed on his neck, and he knew right away his neck was broken. He was out for like months, or like maybe I think it was like months or a couple years, and then he came back. He came back, then he broke his neck a second time in ECW against Taz, when Taz, you know, debuted the Dragon Suplex. He hit the Dragon Suplex through a freaking table, snapped fucking Sabu's neck again, and he was out of action for a while. But he came back, of course. But, you know, people take these hard moves, you know, on their neck, and then, you know, it's wear and tear. I mean, look at Edge. He had to retire because of all the neck problems he's had. You know, getting dropped on his neck almost all the time. He had to retire. He was gone for a while. Like, he was gone for like 8 years. Something like that. 7, 8 years or so. But he came back. Looks in great shape. I think he had neck fusion surgery. Same thing with Kurt Angle. Wrestled with a broken freaking neck. Look where his career went. But now, you know, with all the painkillers, it fucked up his body. I mean, he can still wrestle, but not as great as he did like 20 some odd years ago. But, you know, and then Daniel Bryan, he had neck, problems with his neck, and then he had to retire, but then he came back. Now he looks phenomenal. Not he sounds phenomenal, but better than he's ever been. You know, and now Paige, got whiplash and messed up her neck thanks to Sasha Banks, even though it wasn't Sasha Banks' fault, of course. But, you know, she's trying to come back, but really don't know if WWE wants her back. They kind of released her, supposedly, but who knows if Paige is going to come back. I would love to see her come back to wrestling and wrestle. Maybe in AEW or an Impact, or maybe in Ring of Honor, but we'll see what happens with that. And Nikki Bella had neck problems. You know, she came back for a couple matches, you know, at the Royal Rumble, of course. I mean, but there's been so many people who've had neck problems. Some of them come back, some of them can't fucking wrestle anymore. Like Pitbull Gary Wolf, remember that whole situation where he broke his neck, and then he was in the Halo, and then they had that really controversial angle where Shane Douglas takes the Halo and just throws him down. That was a legit injury, but, you know, that was probably one of the most controversial storylines in ECW, next to Sandman getting crucified by Raven and company. Yeah, but like I said, other people have had neck problems. I mean, Drew McIntyre came back from a legit neck injury. He was out for like a month, but he came back at the Royal Rumble. Then he had the match at the Chamber yesterday. You know, I'm not saying that Drew, meant to really hurt Madcap Moss, because they kind of storyline hurt his neck, but I mean, not revenge for anything like that. He just, Madcap Moss just landed incorrectly and he almost broke his goddamn neck. So, but, it is what it is. But anyway, Madcap Moss seems fine. I think he's just going to take maybe some time off to rest and heal up. I think that's the best thing to do. Not go right back in the ring and, possibly getting more hurt, more seriously hurt, and then your career is over. But, yeah, I think he's going to take some time off. I don't think we're going to see him on SmackDown this Friday night with Happy Slappy Corbin as they continue that feud, which is going to lead into Corbin versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. But we'll see what happens with that. But glad that Moss finished the match, and he seems okay. Didn't really suffer a serious neck injury that could have ended his career and possibly his life. So it is what it is. Anyway, other injury news. There was a story about Liv Morgan. How her leg got caught up in the ring and the cage, and she was like limping out of the cage and everything. I think she's fine. She's probably gonna be out maybe a little bit for a little while. Not a big injury or anything like that, but a little bit scary to see. Liv Morgan, especially in that women's cage match. What happened with her? It was just could have been a lot worse for her. But most serious injury wasn't really a serious injury, but Bobby Lashley. They did the whole concussion protocol angle after I think it was there was Seth Rollins hit the buckle bomb into Lashley's pod, and the plexiglass breaks, and then it hit into Lashley, and then Lashley couldn't continue. They had to take him out of the chamber, and then it was reported later that Lashley suffered a concussion. So they did the whole concussion protocol thing to write him out of the WWE title. Not that he never lost the title, so we're all thinking that, he was going to be back in like a couple weeks and maybe come back at WrestleMania, possibly get revenge on Brock, because he never lost the title. He will face Brock maybe on night 1, and then the winner will face Roman on night 2, winner take all. But it was reported yesterday and part of today that Bobby Lashley is going to be out 4 months with a shoulder injury that he suffered at the Royal Rumble in his match with Brock. WWE knew all about this, and they still put him in this fucking chamber match. Why? He just stood there, he stood in the chamber, then he gets hit with the plexiglass, then he gets taken out, storyline protocol shit. But, if you knew about this weeks before this fucking pay-per-view, why did you even have him defend the belt? Why couldn't you just have a number 1 contender match, like the women did for the Raw Women's Championship, which we all know Bianca Belair won? Why couldn't you just have Brock versus like 4 other guys, and then maybe a mystery opponent, or someone, maybe put Kevin Owens in there, and then Bobby heal up until WrestleMania, and the winner of the chamber match faces Bobby Lashley on night 1 for the WWE title, which Brock probably would have won anyway. So Brock would be the number 1 contender. Then he beats Bobby Lashley to get the belt back. Then he goes on night 2, title for title, winner takes all against Roman on night 2, and there you go. But now Bobby Lashley's gonna be out till June or July. Probably return by SummerSlam. But does he when he does come back? Does he go right back to the WWE title picture? I think he should. He never really lost the belt. I think he should get a title shot against whoever holds that belt. Probably be Roman. Who knows? Depends on what happens at WrestleMania with that winner takes all match between Brock and Roman, number 7. I think Roman's gonna come out with both belts and then just throw one of the belts away. That's what he should do. Throw away one of the belts, bring back the gold WCW World Heavyweight title. But knowing WWE, they're not going to do that. They won't do that shit. Because they're stupid. So Roman's probably going to be on Raw. Then he's going to be on SmackDown. He'll probably lose one of those belts by SummerSlam. Probably lose the I think he'll lose the WWE title to probably like Kevin Owens or maybe Lashley at SummerSlam, and then loses the Universal title to Drew McIntyre probably at SummerSlam. So, or maybe after that, who knows? Maybe in the UK. But I think that would be interesting though. I would have Roman win both belts, go all the way to SummerSlam. And then the losing streak starts, this big, humongous run he's on, it finally ends. Lashley beats him for the WWE title at SummerSlam. Then at the UK pay-per-view in September during Labor Day weekend, Drew McIntyre, well, not really, kind of in his home country, he beats Roman for the Universal title. And then Roman's big, freaking, almost 2-year-long reign as Universal Champion goes bye-bye. I mean, but he'll still be our tribal chief and everything. He'll still be the number one heel in the business, but that's what I would do. That's how I would book it when after WrestleMania, when if Roman wins both titles, which most likely he will. That's what I would do. Book Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam. Let him come back. Let him heal up by the end of June. And then whenever SummerSlam is, he comes back, he says, I never lost my title, so I want that title. Then at SummerSlam, he beats Roman, gets the belt back for the 4th time. Or the 3rd, yeah. No, I think the 3rd or 4th time. And then Drew McIntyre beats Roman for the Universal title. And Roman will just be on SmackDown chasing Drew for the next couple months. After that, after September, probably by the end of the year, he'll be chasing Drew McIntyre all the rest of the year. That's what I would do, but but it is what it is. So so Lashley's out for 4 months. I know that's kind of a big loss for Monday Night Raw, but you still got Seth freaking Rollins and you got Kevin Owens, you got AJ. But now Brock's going to be on Monday Night Raw this Monday night, tomorrow night, I assume, to celebrate his 7th world title. That's combined with the Universal title, too. I think he's held the WWE title 5 times and the Universal title twice. So it's 7 world titles, I think. I could be wrong. So we'll see what happens with that. But once again, Bobby Lashley out till June or possibly July with that shoulder injury. But hopefully, he's the almighty. He can come back in like 2 months. So we'll see what happens with that. He's going to miss WrestleMania, which sucks for him. It sucks for, people that wanted him at WrestleMania. But it is what it is. All right, we're going to end off with one final story. I want to talk about this entire Cody Rhodes thing, because this is getting really out of hand on YouTube and on social media. With all these fucking marks thinking that, he's going to WWE. He has a sign with WWE. He's going back to AEW. Oh, now he's retired. I mean, what the fuck is going on with this guy? You're retired, you're going to WWE, you think you might be going back to AEW, this thing's a whole work? I still think it's a work. My gut tells me this whole thing is a work, and that Cody's just taking time off to do, he wants to so-called retire. He had an Instagram post, which is now gone, where he, of his baby girl, baby boy, I think, and his dog, and then he has the caption, "This is what retirement feels like." So we're all thinking, he retired. He's done. Right? But, people on YouTube, these mindless marks, think that he's still gonna go to WWE, be Mrs. Partner at WrestleMania. He's gonna be on Monday Night Raw. No, I highly doubt that. Because I already penciled in Logan Paul to be Mrs. Partner against the Mysterios at WrestleMania. So, no Cody Rhodes for you. Unless they really swerve us, or Cody's swerving us at, this entire time, but But if he does say, I mean, if he thinks he's actually retired now with that picture, then I have nothing else to say about that. If he wants to retire, then retire. You want to take time off? Take time off. Don't say you're retired. Just say you're taking time off. If he wants to be with Brandy and their baby, let him take 6 to 12 months off, then come back, next year. Or take a couple of months off, come back at Double or Nothing, it's like, hey, I'm back! Then really shut the WWE marks up. But then, fans were like, oh, he's back, nobody cares. Or he appears at WrestleMania, oh, it's Cody Rhodes, yay, nobody cares. I mean, he still hasn't signed a deal with Vince. People are saying that he was at the Performance Center getting ready for a WWE return. I mean, it is just so confusing with this whole Cody Rhodes situation. And now, I heard from WJ and other people that, AEW's hating on him for basically leaving them. And people within AEW are like, oh, thank God he's gone. Like the Bucks, of course, like, oh, we don't need Janetti, It is what it is. So I don't know what to think about this whole Cody Rhodes situation. People like my good buddy Jeffrey Rose are saying, let's wait this out and see what happens. And I'm just going to say to him, blue in the face, this is a work. This is a giant work by Cody Rhodes himself. I don't think Tony Khan's involved. I don't think that, like before he left, him and Tony had a meeting saying, hey, let's fool the fans to think I'm going to WWE, but I'm going to come back at Double or Nothing. I don't think that there was a meeting like that. Like, they would swerve the entire IWC, YWC, and do something like that. It's like, all right, I'm going to be off for a couple months. I'm thinking I might go back to WWE for more money and a push that I should have got years ago. I don't know. I don't know what Cody Rhodes. He's a piece of shit. But if he goes to WWE, he's a real piece of shit. Going back to the company that fucked you over. We can say the same thing about Mickie James, when she got she got released and then she got a garbage bag of her gear and shit. And then, it was like a year or so ago, and then she's back at the Royal Rumble. And then she wants Impact Wrestling and WWE to work together. That's going to happen eventually. But, I don't know. I just can't see the men and women from Impact working under Vince McMahon, like the Prophecy working under Vince McMahon, my Demon Bride, Rosemary and Jessica Havoc and Taurus and Crazy Steve and company working under Vince McMahon, or people like Moose working on the Vince McMahon. I don't think so. And personally, I don't think the Honor No More stable, which got a new member last night in Eddie Edwards, which I knew was going to happen from the beginning. Ever since that stable started, I'm like, yep, Eddie Edwards is going to join them. And I was right. So. But now the people saying, oh, Sami Callihan's going to come back. He is eventually, but. Right now, Impact's in a state of flux right now. Eddie Edwards turned on them. Jay White turned on the entire Bullet Club. Well, not the entire Bullet Club. He kicked out the Guerrillas of Destiny last night at No Surrender. So the Good Brothers retained the Impact Tag Team belts. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Now Jay White has the Good Brothers and Chris Bay in the so-called Bullet Club. It's a mess. It's a mess here in the States, and it's a mess in Japan. Nobody who runs in Japan right now. Nobody runs in Japan. I mean, Jay White's in New Japan Strong. He's basically here in the States. He can't really go back to Japan right now because of the pandemic, of course. It's just New Japan's Bullet Club just is a mess. Who even is the leader right now? Jay White can't be the leader. He's just stuck in the States. Who is it? Evil? Or Kenta? Pfft. It's a mess. Bullet Club is a mess right now. But eventually it will get back to being the greatest faction in well, not of all time, but, you know, in the modern era. Eventually it will get back to that. I think Adam Cole and Jay White are trying to resurrect the Bullet Club. So, we'll see what happens with that. But, all in all, you know, go back to Cody Rhodes. Like I said, it's a work. He's going to take some time off. Probably come back at Double or Nothing or maybe All Out. Or we could see him in WWE and I don't personally give a shit. That's all I got to say about that. But let me know what you motherfuckers think in the comments down below. What do you think about Madcap Moss, his little neck injury, his stinger that he got at the Chamber, Bobby Lashley being out for 4 months with his shoulder injury, and what do you guys think about Cody Rhodes? Is he going to WWE? He's going back to AEW? Is he actually going to be retired? What the fuck is going on? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Or you can do a video reply if you wish, and that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I'm gonna have my late lunch and then take a little bit of a nap. And then maybe I'll be in the chat on J-Man's channel. His Chilling with Jordy episode 60 video. So I'll probably be in the chat with them, as J-Man will probably have Nick, Eric Lima, and company on his little video. Probably last about an hour or two. Then I might come back with a late Sunday night stream just to shoot the shit. Right here on YouTube. Probably be on my I don't know what channel it'll be on. Probably be on either my Killer Demons channel or probably be on my TGC Reborn channel. So hit the bell, get notified if the video goes up later tonight. Because I got to go to bed early tonight. I got to do some things early in the morning. So, and that's pretty much it. So let me know your thoughts down below. And hit that bell, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, and all that good shit. But for now, I'm Peter Gilmore signing off for this late Sunday afternoon. Thank you for watching, and if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.